Alright, so please pardon the wait, and class, please be mindful of the ongoing road construction near our campus before heading home, or after heading home. Alright? Okay. So, let's begin our English class with full enthusiasm and anticipation. And thank you everyone for joining me in this new learning experience. And at this juncture, before we embark on this new adventure, let us all pray. Please all rise. Miss Darlene, kindly lead our opening prayer.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Alright, so before you sit down, kindly inspect your chair for any debris or trash and properly dispose it on your bags. And after you've done that, kindly arrange your chairs in their proper position. Alright, you will now take your seats. Once again, good morning class. How are you today? Are you all doing great? Yes! It's good to hear that all of you are doing great. Now let's check our attendance. Class secretary will have absentees for today. Alright, so it's nice to hear that all of you are present today. So before we continue, I will just give my rules inside our classroom. So first, 1 mouth rule. Secondly, put all your phones and gadgets into silent mode or turn it off. Third, answer me in a complete sentence and not in chorus. And lastly, since it is an English subject, you are all required to speak in English. Are we all clear?
Yes!
We are.
Yes, we do.
So as a recap of what we discussed, so last time we discussed about poetry and its elements, or its, So who can define poetry? Yes, Marge.
Poetry is a literary work that is open up, where authors often express or evoke emotion.
Brilliant. So can you enumerate the elements of poetry?
The elements of poetry rhyme, stanza, and
Precisely correct. So the elements of poetry includes stanza, rhyme scheme, meter, and more. So great class, it seems that everyone really grasped our previous lesson about poetry and its elements. So at this point, we are now going to embark on our new lesson. Are you all excited?
Yes!
As you should. But before that, I prepared a mini game here entitled Left or Right. So this game has basic rules. So for a while, as everyone in the class can see, I have a big compass here. So the rules is, or the mechanic is just basic. All you have to do is this compass will be passed around the class, starting with your seatmate. So when the music starts, it will pass around. So the last person who touch this compass, he will answer the question when the music stops. Is it clear?
Yes.
So at this point, I will now going to play the music. So if you recognize the song, you can freely
Just sing
dance or
along.
sing along with it. Are we all clear?
Yes.
Let's proceed.
Memories follow me left and right. I feel you take up every corner of my mind. Under now, ever since the day you went away, I don't know how it feels to fight from my mind. Under now, maybe I should just focus on me instead of think about all the nights we were down in your bed. Oh no.
Right, Miss G, are you ready for the first question?
Yes, I am.
As you should.
Yes, I am.
So for our first question, would you rather have one eye in the middle of your head or two noses?
I
There is one eye in the middle.
rather have one eye on my head.
Alright, great answer. Let's proceed.
Since the day you went away, tell me how much more do I got to
For our second question, we have Miss Ray, please. Alright, so for the second, would you rather have an extra finger or an extra toe?
I would rather have an extra view.
Great answer. Let's proceed. For our third question, we have Charles. Would you rather be able to control the weather or have the ability to talk to animals?
Don't be mine.
You know what? Maybe
I would rather be able to control the weather.
Alright, let's proceed. For our fourth question, we have Miss Casas. Would you rather be invisible or be able to fly?
Be able to fly.
Nice answer. Let's proceed. So for our fifth question, we have Miss Simu. Would you rather speak every language or play every instrument?
as an English major.
I would rather speak every language in the world.
Alright, nice one. Let's proceed. For our seventh question, we have Miss Anne. Would you rather live in a mansion in the city or on a farm with lots of animals?
I would rather live in a farm with lots of animals.
Nice one. I think this is the last. Let's proceed.
take up every corner of my mind. What you gonna do now?
For last question, where's the compass? Alright, so we have Mr. T. Would you rather live in a country with a low cost of living but horrible weather, or live in a country with a high cost of living and amazing weather? And why?
Thank you very much for that question. I'll choose a country with low cost of living but horrible weather. Basically, Philippines in a nutshell.
Alright, so thank you. Alright, so thank you everyone for actively participating. I hope you enjoyed our mini game. So after we enjoyed the playing the left or right game, let's have a moment of reflection. So class, think about the time when you are forced to have an important decision. What were its consequences? Alright, so let's ask Lovely.
I think it is the time that you choose work and study, and I choose to take my study, and I don't have any regrets.
Alright, so thank you for sharing, Miss Lovely. That's so selfless of you. So next question, do you think that the decision you make today will affect our future?
Yes.
Alright, so let's ask Miss Vilma.
Yes, because if I did not decide on the work several years ago, many years ago, I would rather not enroll in this university.
Alright, so thank you everyone for sharing your insights, choices, and experiences in life. So all of this has something to do with our topic for today, which is about a great point entitled The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. But before that, let's have our objectives for today. At the end of the lesson, the students will be able to read, analyze, and comprehend the point, The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Second, determine the structure and language features of poetry. Third, identify the theme, symbolism, and message of the poem. And lastly, relate your personal views to those of the poem. Alright, so before we read the poem, let's first have a vocabulary enrichment in order for us to unlock the difficult words that are found in the poem. For a while. So we have the word diverge, prudence, side, and undergrowth. So in order for us to know these difficult words, I prepared some examples here, serve as your guide. So kindly read the example. Let's have Miss Simone.
A present continuous may supply to diverge. Number 2, Alan makes a different decision every day. Never trodden to the same spot more than once. Number 3, he sighed with relief when he saw that he passed the test. Number 4, I noticed someone hiding in the room.
Alright, so thank you, Miss Simone. So in order for us to unlock these difficult words, I need 4 participants. So who wants to volunteer? Let's have Miss Jocelyn, Rain, Lovely, and Charles. Please go in front and pick your words. And locate them in your designated area. Alright, thank you everyone for answering. Let's give them a round of applause. So let's check if your answers are correct. So first, diverge is a verb, meaning to separate. Third, prudent is a verb, meaning to take steps on something. Thirdly, we have the word sad. It is a noun, meaning breathing out heavily. And lastly is undergrowth, a noun as well, meaning the porous blur. So are we all clear with the difficult words? Alright, so these words we will encounter as we read the poem, which entitled The Road Not Taken. So let's move on. So what did you observe or see in the picture? Let's have you, Charmaine.
We have the sign part in Easter wherein those roads is hard to take, like they have this kind of obstacles, while in the easy one, you just have to go straight ahead in the...
Alright, thank you for that, Miss Charmaine. Another answer. Let's have Mr. Mark.
As you can see in the picture, the hard one, there's something obstacle in the path, while in the easy, it is smooth and there's no challenges.
Alright, so I know you all curious why I put that picture there. So later you will realize the reason after we read the poem entitled The Road Not Taken by Robert Brooks. So now, let's read the poem and try to analyze it. So, allow me to first read the first stanza. The Road Not Taken by Robert Brooks. Two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could. To where it bent in the underground. So kindly continue the reading of the second stanza. Let's have Mr. Mark.
Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better play, because it was grassy and wanted where, though as for the passing there, had warned them really about the same.
Alright, so please continue reading the third stanza. Miss Charmaine.
And cold that morning we call it light. And they don't step hard for the ground. Oh, I give the first for another day. Yet no plow weighing is on the way. I doubted that I should never come back.
Alright, so please continue the last stanza. Let's have Mr. or Miss Leila.
I shall be telling this with a sigh. Some were ages and ages hence. Two roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference.
Alright, so now let's answer some questions or we try to analyze the poem. So who wrote the poem The Road Not Taken?
Robert Frost.
Alright, so the author of the poem is Robert Frost. So Robert Frost is a very good writer, and he was claimed by Paul Muldoon as the greatest American writer of the 20th century. So the author of The Road Not Taken is Robert Frost. So for our second question, let's try to analyze the poem. What is the structure of the poem based on its lines and stanza? So how many lines do we have? 5. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 lines in this poem. So how many stanza?
4.
Alright, so we have 4 stanzas and
5 lines.
5 lines. So this poem is also known as quintain. Alright, so The Road Not Taken is a quintain poem. So after that, let's think what is the right scheme of the poem. Let's try to label its corresponding letters. So first, we have letter A, B, A,
A, B, C, D, D, E, C, D.
Next, for our fourth stanza, our third, we have E, F, E, E, F. And for the last stanza, once it rise. Let's have Miss Simo. Alright, so these letters are called what? Rhyme scheme. So let's read the rhyme scheme of the poem. Everyone.
A, B, A, B. C, D, C, C, D. E, F, E, A, F. G, H, G, G, H.
So that is the
Rhyme scheme.
of the poem. So after knowing the author and the structure of the poem, let's try to analyze each line in order for us to deeply understand the meaning of the poem. Shall we?
Yes.
So for the first stanza, who wants to read, Miss Darlene.
Two roads diverge in yellow boots, and sorry I couldn't travel both. And we won't travel along and street, and look down one and perhaps another. To where it bends in the unseen.
So what is the meaning or the message behind the first stanza? Let's have Miss Wilma.
So for the first stanza, I think the author of the poem is confused on what road he will be taking because he had to choose only one.
Alright, so thank you for that, Miss Wilma. So in the first stanza, the roads are used as a metaphor or a symbolism for choices in life. So here, the speaker should choose only one road. So it takes time in thinking about it. So later we will find what road he chose. So for the second stanza, kindly read Miss Christine.
Then took the other as was as fair, and having perhaps the better school, because it was grassy and wanted fair, though as for that the passing year had borne them really without this.
Alright, so what do you think is the message of the second stanza? Let's have King.
The author is trying to justify upon choosing the other one with evaluating the other path as well and saying that it's equal in terms of being worn out as they are both chosen by travelers.
Precisely correct. So here, in second stanza, the speaker finally decides what road he will take. So later on, we will know what road is that. So for the third stanza, kindly read Miss Marge.
And both that morning equally made, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way. I doubted if I should ever come back.
Alright, thank you. So here in third stanza, the speaker thinks, what if he choose the other path? So there is a confusion on his mind. So as he thinks about it, he realizes that if he take the other road, there are again different obstacles, challenges that will come along his way. So that's the third stanza. For our last stanza, we have kindly read Miss Harry.
I shall be telling this book aside, some for ages and ages hence. Two roads diverging on blue and high, and look the less traveled life, and that has always been.
Alright, so what is the message of the fourth stanza? Let's have Miss Anne.
In the fourth stanza, the author or Frost chose the road which is not taken by many, and I guess that is the road with obstacles.
Alright, precisely correct. Let's give Anne a sleigh clap. So repeat after me. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sleigh. Alright, let's give Miss Anne a sleigh clap. 1, 2, 3. Sleigh. Alright, so thank you. So here in fourth stanza, the writer or the author decide what is road that he will take. So the road is the less traveled by, because he believes that he make a best decision and this road or path that he take will make a difference in his life. So are we all clear with the message of the pointer?
Yes.
Alright, thank you. So for our comprehension check, let's answer these following questions. So first, what do you think is the theme of the poem? Let's have Miss Chili.
I think for me, the theme of the poem is decision and consequences.
Alright, so the theme of the poem is all about decisions, consequences, and lastly, about decision making. So for the third one, I think this was mentioned a while ago. Which road did he take? Yes, Miss Sarah. So, following question. Why did he take that? Let's have Miss Lovely. Why Robert Burroughs choose the road that is less traveled by?
I think he chose that too because it will make his decision more meaningful than the one which is the traveled by railway.
Alright, precisely correct. Thank you for that, Miss Lovely. And for our fourth question, if you were going to choose between the two roads, which would you choose? Let's have Miss Leila.
Just like Mr. Robert Frost, I'd like to choose the one who is less troubled by because I want to be challenged and of course with that road, I think it can offer me more than I expected.
Alright, thank you for that. Let's give Miss Leila a slay clap. Alright, for the last question, what is the moral of the poem? Let's have Mr. King.
I think the moral of the poem, the road not taken by Robert Frost, is that every corresponding decision has its own equivalent consequences. Therefore, you should choose your decisions wisely and therefore think critically before you go through something.
Alright, so I couldn't agree more with what Mr. King said. So, if we making a decision, let's think twice or even thrice before deciding it. Alright? So at this point, we are now going to play or have a group activity. Are you all excited?
Yeah.
Alright, so here are the groups, West and South. So when I call Miss Christine, Miss Ray, Key, and Jerome to go in front and... So, do you have all your activity cards?
Yes.
First, content, 35%. Creativity, 30%. Third, cooperation and teamwork, 25%. And lastly, time management, 10%. 100%. To write a poem, make a slogan, draw a poster, and compose a jingle and perform it. Decision making. So you have 5 minutes to prepare and 3 minutes for your presentation. All done?
Yes.
Let's give ourselves a round of applause. So at this juncture, may I know what are your takeaways about our poem? Let's have Miss Simone.
My takeaways for the poem is that whatever decision you make, each of them you will have like different obstacles to face, and in the end, you will always have the outcome that you want.
Let's have Miss Simone Islay clap. Slay! Alright. So, we are now going to have a quiz. So, it is a quiz time. So, kindly pick one and pass.
Directions. Read each question personally and then if you're able to answer the best, here's the question.
Are you all ready to answer our quiz? Alright. Are you all done?
Yes.
Next. Done?
Done.
Yes. Alright. So let's check. Here are the answers. So who got 5?
Me.
It appears that majority of you got a high score. So it seems that you really grasped our lesson for today. So for our assignment, kindly bring all your assignment notebook. And Miss Leila, can you read the direction?
Directions. Look for the poem. I wander lonely as a cloud. I no longer word. Identify the different elements in the poem.
Alright. Are you all done copying the assignment?
Yes.
Alright. With that, thank you everyone for your active participation and see you around.
Yeah.